Happy Friday. I hope all the kids enjoyed their snow days outside. It's been an interesting week this week up here in the General Assembly session. First, Sunday hunting. We had a lot of deliberation on the floor of the House of Delegates that eventually passed out of the House. It's on to the Senate now for their deliberation. And for those of you interested in that piece of legislation, please call your senator and let them know what you think. House Bill 375 is a bill dealing with patent trolls. It's a bill put forward by Delegate Glenn. I co-patroned it as well, and it prevents large companies from filing frivolous lawsuits against smaller companies claiming patent infringement. Basically, it stops large companies from trying to squash competition for those companies trying to compete. House Bill 324 is a great bill for education in Virginia to continue making sure Virginia leads the way with regards to education in the 21st century. It establishes the board of the Virginia Virtual School and looks at us using 21st century technology as we continue to educate our students across the Commonwealth. And please look into that one as well. Let me know what you think. Personally, all three of my bills that came out of committee this week also passed on the floor of the House of Delegates. First was House Bill 589. It was a property tax exemption bill. Right now, when a person starts their company out of their house, their iPad, their computer, their monitors, their cell phone, if they're using it at all for any part of getting their business off the ground, sending an email, making a phone call, it can be taxed as business personal property. What this bill does is allows localities to exempt those items as household items as opposed to having to tax them as business property items until they're used primarily for business purposes or until they're actually owned or purchased by the business. House Bill 617 was another business property tax exemption bill. It's a companion bill to Delegate Iaquinta's bill last year, which allowed localities the ability to exempt B-poll taxes from businesses in their first 2 years of operations. This would allow localities to also exempt businesses in their first 2 years from business property taxes as well, creating an environment in Virginia to allow small businesses to grow and thrive. House Bill 388 was my charter school bill. This bill was a bill about making sure the resources that are necessary to educate our students with disabilities are provided in the charter schools as well. There's a lot of state and federal and local funds available for the local school system to provide the resources necessary to educate those children with disabilities, and this ensures that those funds follow that student to the charter school so those students can still get those same resources as well inside the charter school. Going into next week, a couple of big topics coming around. SOL discussions are really going to kick off next week in subcommittee. If you're interested in that topic, please go to the Virginia General Assembly website, look at the legislation, let me know what you think. Labor Day school bill is going to be coming up as well next week in full committee. Let me know what you think about school starting before Labor Day. It's going to be a pretty hot topic again this year. So that's the overview of everything that we have going on in the General Assembly both this past week and looking forward. I have two other videos linked down below. The first one is about my Samsung Gear Watch. A couple of you have seen this on the video and asked me to just comment on it about what I think about it, if it's really worth the money. So I'll do a video on that as well down below. And then the other video below that is an economics video. It's actually a rap video that explains John Maynard Keynes and Frederick Hayek. Keynes is the gentleman that's known for starting Keynesian economics in the early 1900s. He's very much a believer in state intervention to moderate boom and bust cycles. Frederick Hayek, or F.A. Hayek as he's better known, is an Austrian economist who wrote the book Road to Serfdom, and he's a huge proponent of the free market. And this is kind of an entertaining rap video, but it really helps people understand what the difference is between those two philosophies. So I hope you enjoy the videos below, and have a wonderful weekend.